Sure, sure. Um, we understand that leadership in Africa is a very significant subject because the entire continent is currently submerged under some dictatorial governance pattern. And we all understand that, but also we must clear this misconception between the age of the leader and the age of his term in office, because they are not the same. You see, the problem with the pattern of political leadership in Africa has really nothing to do with the age of their leaders, but everything to do with the longevity of their tenures. This perception that much younger leaders would necessitate change in Africa is really a misapplication of the change process, because I have not seen any research that supports that notion. Let me take you through some instances. Samuel Doe led Liberia at the age of 29, recall. Was he the Messiah? No. President Muhammadu Buhari was 41 years old when he led that coup and became the military leader in Nigeria. Was Buhari that Messiah that they were looking for? No, he was not. This was in 1983, remember? And in fact, Buhari has been back, and currently at 78, he is still leading and leading very badly. So, as a young leader, he failed. As an old leader, Buhari is still falling. What about Charles Taylor, Liberia? By the way, now a convicted war criminal. He was 53 when this dude ruthlessly ran this country out of political order. Africa. What are we going to do with Africa? Now, still the same Africa. Let's talk about Nelson Mandela. Mandela was 76, and he ruled South Africa without drama. And when it was time for him to leave, constitutionally, he left. What about Ghana? Nana Akufo-Addo is currently the president of Ghana. He is 76. In fact, he lost 2 presidential races. He lost in 2008, if I could recall, and then he lost again in 2012. Then in 2016, he won this race, took over from a much younger predecessor, John Mahama. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? It simply is an exemplification that the success or failure of these leaders has nothing to do with their ages. They succeed when they embrace the qualities that are relevant to the transformation process. Now, when they fail when they undermine those organizational transformation standards, or when they subvert the Constitution to nourish their intoxication for power and greed. Leadership is science. It is science. We can't guess this stuff. Let's talk about longevity. Let's talk about longevity. If you consider that some leaders actually come in young and ignorant, then try to subvert the rules and rule for life, then you realize that the problem is not about how old they are, but how long they stay. No ideas, no strategies, and you are a president for life. Let me give you more instances. Paul Biya, Cameroon, has been in office since 1982. Teodoro Obiang Nguema Masogo, Equatorial Guinea, he has been in office since 1979. Africa. Yoweri Museveni, Uganda, he's been in office since 1986. I can go all day. Rwanda, Paul Kagame, he's been in office since the year 2000. Now, the funny thing about the Rwanda is that there's this impression that only Paul Kagame could save this country. No other person can do this job. Excuse me, in a democracy? I disagree. It's just dictatorship. You see, it is tyrannical when these people stubbornly overstay their tenures or destabilize the process to remain in office. It is undemocratic. It is unfair. So that is what we should be talking about. Undemocratic or inequitable tenure elongation. So I'm telling you now that this unintelligible argument about whether a leader is young or old is totally inconsequential to the subject matter. We should be talking about democracy. We should be talking about equity, fairness. It's nothing to do with age, y'all. No, it's nothing to do with age.